an update about my CT. Today is my birthday, and today I celebrated by going to do my CT. And last night I drank this nasty ass drink that I posted as the cover of this video, and it was really gross. It tasted like sugar, but like milky sugar that was kind of like thick but with water. I don't know. It was it was gross. And just thinking about it, my my stomach gets nauseated. And then in the morning, I drank the other one, and my stomach was making like these weird noises all day at work. But in the morning, when I dropped off my daughter at school and then I headed over to the hospital, I wasn't really nervous. I was just basically, the whole way there, I was talking to my mom because I remembered that my mom did these tests, and obviously like they came out bad. And then I remembered that when I went to go do my head scan that I thought was the CT, that it was actually the MRI. I remember that I was telling my dad that I was redoing his test and that I was gonna break his cycle, because when he went to go do his MRI for his head, they noticed that he had internal bleeding in his brain and a few other issues. So, due to a car accident that left him in a coma for like 3 months. So, he had that. And so, when I went in there, we all thought I had something. So, at that point, I was telling him, you know what, like, I'm not scared, dude. Like, I'm not scared. Whatever happens, happens. And I trust my team. And if I do have something, then it's something that I have to learn from. And if I don't have something, then, it's all good and all the energy gets sent back, or my team takes care of it. Like, here you go. Like, it's not mine. You do what you want. Don't let me see. Yo no tuve nada que ver. So, so when I went for the CT, um, the whole way there, I was talking to my mom. Even when I was drinking that thing, I was like, damn, I'm like, you had to drink this, bro. Like, you had to drink this nasty crap. I remember, but I remembered my mom every time she had to do those things, like, she was so scared. And obviously, for good reasons. She had cancer, she was going through all these things. 0303. But for some reason, like, yeah, I got kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was a few moments where I allowed fear to penetrate me, and I had to correct it right away. I was like, what the hell is this feeling? Like, this feeling, not for me. Get it the hell out. Like, first of all, I trust my team. Second of all, life is life. We're all gonna go someday, and I'm not gonna go fucking feeling like this. So the fear gotta go. I'm gonna be happy whether it's for one day that I have left, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 1 decade, or like a century. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna live like this. So I started talking to myself, because I started wanting to Google a few things after I did my MRI. Because after I went in there, I changed, I did the test and everything. I got to see like a picture of the scan, and I got scared. I got scared because I was like, wait, what is that? Like, why does it look like that? Like, is that normal? And I was gonna start Googling, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna Google why, because that means I wouldn't trust my team. And I remember that the night before, like yesterday, I wanted to do a tarot reading, and I was like, I just want to know the test results. And then I was like, no, no. And I put my cards away, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. You know why? Because I trust my team. And if I do these cards, that's telling me that I don't trust my team. So I put my cards away, And then I took him back out and I was like, okay, let's do a relationship one. Even though I don't want one, but like, a ver qué sale, you know? So I was over there like haciéndome pendeja, but like in a good way. So I did something else, I got my mind off of that. And then I was just like, like I'm not even going to worry about this because it's not my job to worry. It's my doctor's job to worry. It's my spirit team's job to worry. It's my spirit team's job to protect me. Like, I need to focus on my project. I need to focus on, what I'm doing. I need to focus on what I have going on because if I am running out of time, I'm not going to waste it being fucking worried. I'm going to waste it fucking working so I can do what I need to do to leave my children with this legacy, to leave my children with this example, to leave my children with, their mom still holding it down, still keeping their head up, still fighting, still moving forward because that's what my mom taught me and that's what my dad taught me and that's what they all wanted me to fail, and I'm not gonna do it because even if it was magic or not magic or if it was life, I don't care. Like, I'm in control of how I'm feeling and I'm in control of the things that I'm doing and how I'm wasting my time and where I'm investing my time. So I corrected all those thoughts and I didn't Google anything. I didn't even look at anything. Like, at this point, I'm just waiting for my doctor. I figured no news is good news because I remember that as soon as my mom got that ultrasound, they told her right away. So I figured no news, good news. And I just left it at that. I left it at that. And right now, I'm just focusing on my time and spending my time with my kids, spending my time working on my projects, doing my messages for you guys, doing as much as I can, not only to stay busy, but to stay balanced and to like use my time productively. I even started learning Japanese. So, I don't know. Mizu. That means water. So I'm learning a little bit, no mucho. So that's the update so far. Um, I don't know when they're gonna give me the results, but as soon as I have those results, that's when I'm gonna start posting all these videos because that is like legit the main results I was waiting for. Obviously, my head MRI I was scared for. I was scared for because obviously the fall was pretty hard, dude. And it's not the only fall I've had where I've hit my head. Um, I know I told you guys the story about how my comadre fell on my head, but I also jumped out of my window, dude. Um, Long story short, I was drunk, I didn't care, and I tried landing on my feet, but yeah, that didn't go so well. Like, my feet just were like spaghetti feet, I guess. I don't know, and I ended up landing on a brick. So my foot went like this, and so somehow I'm pretty sure I shattered a lot of my bones because I couldn't walk, but I refused to go to the hospital because I was so embarrassed. I was drunk and embarrassed, and my girlfriend at the time was already pissed and she was already trying to walk out on me and talking shit. Like, dude, it was bad, but I mean, I deserved it. I deserved it. I wasn't a good person back then, and I was very selfish, and I didn't I didn't want to be perceived as a mandilona at the time. Now I would totally take pride in being a mandilona. I don't care. But it was like layers that I had to heal from, because obviously I came from a very machista household. I came from a very like manly world. So here the men don't like being mandilones. Here, mandamos. Mandamos. Pero no, I was just so used to me being the one que mandara. Whether whether it's a boy or a girl, like I was just used to being the alpha, and I didn't like when things were very equal at the time. So, I did have to heal from that, and I admit it. I admit it. It was it was who I was, dude. I was broken. I was that, but I healed. I had to lose a lot. Um Not just my relationship, but like my parents, and literally be alone to kind of like realize, you know, I was a little bit of a dick, but at the same time, people around me, they understand that I'm not a dick porque quiero. I'm a dick because people push me to it. So there was times where I did deserve it and other times where I was pushed to it. So I understand that balance of both, and then at the same time I understand where it started being that balance to where it started being the anger and lashing out way. Like I realized there was a line, and when I crossed that line where it was no longer because they provoked me, it was out of anger because I had everything bottled in. 11 So, and it was also like at work with friends, like not just in my relationships, because I analyzed that that happened within like several of my relationships, not just one. It was like a lot of them. So I noticed the patterns, and that's where I'm at. And I feel that this health scare kind of like gives me the opportunity to kind of analyze a few other things that I missed, a few other things that I also feel that maybe that's where my health is trying to tell me. You know what I mean? Like I really feel that it comes because I was in so much pain. I was in so much pain. I was causing myself to constantly be in flight or fight mode, but for no reason, just because I was in pain, just because I was constantly crying and constantly letting all these emotions out that I finally was able to release. I got a message confirmation. Um, like I've never had peace in my life, and then when everybody like left, that it was just me, I was like, this is actually really nice. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've been in chaos my whole life, dude. My whole life. Whether it was in relationships with my parents, at work, I literally trigger everybody for some unknown reason. Well, I mean, sometimes because I could be condescending or conceited, I guess. I don't know. But like to me, it's not being either or. It's just me being who I am, and people just don't fucking like it. Like, that's not my fucking problem. But it is what it is. I feel that's where my health is just kind of like that, because I also picked up on the smoking again. Like last year, I was already about to stop smoking. And then when that breakup happened, I started picking it up again. And then this time, I was almost stopping smoking again. And then the breakup happened, and then I picked it up again. So I started noticing those patterns. So I really want to stop smoking, and I only want to use it to meditate. Like that's the only time I want to use it, is like to meditate, because I think I've been doing pretty good. Like I started cutting back a lot, and only using it to meditate at this point, and after work is when I usually do it. So like around this time, so I can go to sleep right after 14:14. And that's when I'm able to connect with my spirit team and everything, and analyze everything. So today was actually a better day. It was a really good day, even though I had that scary moment with the CT and everything. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait until my doctor calls me, hopefully soon, probably by the end of the week. So hopefully by like Friday, I'll start posting the videos, and probably by like Sunday they'll all be up. That's if my doctor, calls me and tells me what's up, because I am like literally ripping my hair out. And it's not the part of like what is like, am I sick? Am I not sick? Am I gonna get cut open? Am I gonna die? Am I just crazy? Am I just paranoid? Is like my PTSD that bad where I am constantly thinking I'm gonna die? Because they also want to send me to psych. They want to send me to psych. So that's another adventure I'm gonna go on. I don't want to go. I don't want to go because they're gonna keep me in there. They're gonna say that I'm making up all these stories, but like, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll probably lie, tell them I'm fine. But yeah, I've been wanting to do like a video of messages, so I'm gonna do that now. To channel messages. So, all right, y'all. This was the update, my medical update. Until next time, stay woke, y'all. Let's get it.